My name is Stephanie Chapaxi. Today I will give you a summary on the books that brought from yesterday. The characters are Pattie Dale is a girl and has a twin brother named Will. They are 15 years old. The twins' mother is a writer and her name is Mr. Dale. Mr. Burn is a great woman with a red and smiling face. She works from Mr. Webb. Mr. Webb is a Roger's grandfather and they live in the big house. George Fenton was a smuggler and had 16 years old son named Dan Fenton. The story begins on one side of the villa in a cottage that is close to sea. One family went on vacation for a week where Mr. Day planned to finish grade her books. She went with her 15 years old twin son Pattie and Will. The way they arrived at the Sea Bird Cottage, they meet Mr. Burns, where they chatted a bit. The children went to explore the cottage and said their very serious mother to the window. Upon entering, they asked him that did Mr. Burns say to him, and the mother told them a secret. After though they Will was cooking pasta, Mr. Day got a call from his grandfather, told him that the grandmother was sick. So Mr. Day went to the hospital where grandma was. When she got she called Pattie and on her call she told them that the next few days were crucial. One day later, at 5 in the morning, I heard a noise at the window. It was the wind, but Will could not go back to sleep. I go down to the kitchen where I heard a noise from under the cottage, and to see what it was he tried to find the basement door but not found. At 6 in the morning, Pattie go up and as she lights the rooms, she looked out the window at boy in black pants, a red slick and very heavy shoes. But a few minutes later she no longer saw him. In the after the twins went out to buy food in the villa and they could tell that someone was watching from behind the bushes. The twins chose it was Roger. When they go to the village store, they bought vegetables, Coca-Cola, and other things. When they returned, the road looked like a river, so they stopped at the door on another store where there were books, letters, and old postcards from the cottage where they were staying. We'll point to a photo from 1884, where the cottage was called the Smuggler house and George Fenton appeared. Will immediately thought the noise from the basement was contraband. They walked out, and when they almost reached the cabin, the twins watched as grapes were open in the broth, and in one of the wheels fell. Pattie tried to get him out, but couldn't. She went in search of Mr Webb. knocking on the door of the big house come Mr. Burr, who said Mr. Webb went on a trip to London, so Mr. Burn and Pattie went to help Will. Meaning Will was thinking about the contraband from the the cottage, but suddenly he looked up. He saw a boy with black hair and dark brown eyes, but he couldn't see it in detail. Pattie and Mr. Burns, upon arrival, saw a boy on the road and really said it was Will. Will, the two of them helping him to stay up because he had bad food. He told them that the boy who looked at him helped him of the hole. They told it was Roger, but Mr. Bull told her that Roger accompanied his grandfather to London the day before, and from there he would go to Canada. Mr. Burn immediately told them that the boy they say was Dan Fenton, a 60 years old boy who did 10 years old ago and was the son George Fenton. The wind remembered the photo, and Pattie asked him if he has a smuggler too. Mr. Burn told them their story that the father was the smuggler, and one night Dan followed him to the beach and watched as they carried brandy on a boat. The wind was bad that day, and that entered the tunnel that led from the scheme 5 minutes after the smuggler, passing through a basement of the cottage and continuing to Biglia. But when the rain, the iron failed and that did. Jorge did not think his son when he returned looked for him, but could not find him. Then he remembered the question his son asked him and raised that Dan was in the tunnel when he collapsed. The next day Mr. Dale arrived, told him that their grandmother was fine, and asked them about the cottage, and they told her that they already could know the secret about the ghost of the cabin or cottage. That was very good, and that is help. Thank you.